Why is Diddy, a billionaire mogul with unmatched influence, still sitting behind bars despite offering a jaw-dropping $50 million for bail? Is it really about justice, or is something far more sinister at play? The question on everyone's mind: how does someone as powerful and influential as Diddy, worth over $1 billion, end up behind bars despite offering $50 million for his freedom? When someone this big in the music industry gets denied bail, it forces us to wonder, is the justice system flawed, biased, or are we all missing something far deeper and darker? Stick with me, because by the end of this video, we'll unravel not just Diddy's legal battle, but the flaws within a system that impacts all of us, even those of us without his wealth or status. I've spent countless hours researching the intricacies of this case, hours spent consulting with legal experts, analysts, and even insiders who are closely following Diddy's legal battle. And what I've uncovered is alarming. This case isn't just about the money. It's about power, influence, and the way our justice system treats those who rise to the top. And trust me, it's more complex than it seems. But here's where things take a darker turn. The legal experts I spoke with pointed out something even more disturbing. Diddy's $50 million bail rejection isn't just about a flight risk. It's about sending a message. A message that no one, not even a billionaire, is immune from a system that operates differently when the stakes are high. If you thought this was just about Diddy's wealth, you're wrong. There's a bigger story unfolding here. So how does someone like Diddy, a billionaire with unparalleled fame and decades of building an empire, end up in this legal quagmire? Why was his unprecedented $50 million bail offer, an amount that would make anyone take notice, outright denied? And what does this reveal about our justice system at its core? These questions aren't just hypothetical. They force us to confront fundamental issues about fairness, power, and equality. Diddy's case shines a glaring light on how the system operates, especially when it's dealing with someone at the top of the social ladder. But we have to ask ourselves, is this really just about Diddy, or is there something far larger at play? The outcome of this trial could reverberate far beyond Diddy and his wealth. It could set a precedent that affects everyone, no matter their status. It may be a stark reminder that, under certain circumstances, the rules can shift. This case serves as a lens into how the system can turn against anyone, even those who seem untouchable. Let's break this down. Diddy isn't just fighting any criminal charges. He's facing accusations of racketeering and sex trafficking, crimes that carry the weight of a potential life sentence. The charges date back over a decade, raising the question, why now? Why has it taken this long for these accusations to surface? What changed? Could it be that Diddy is being used as a pawn in a much larger game? Think about it. How often have we seen wealthy individuals suddenly taken down, not in a courtroom, but in the court of public opinion? Is Diddy the next casualty in a system that doesn't care about facts, but only about making headlines? But here's where it gets even more alarming. Why would the court reject a $50 million bail offer? That's not just a number, that's a message. Diddy isn't just pleading for his freedom. He's trying to prove that the justice system will play fair. And yet, even with all his resources, he's being denied the one thing we thought money could always buy: a shot at freedom before trial. And this raises an even bigger question. If a billionaire can't buy his way out of jail, what does that mean for the rest of us? If the justice system is willing to deny Diddy the basic principle of innocent until proven guilty, what hope do average citizens have in a system designed to punish before a verdict is even reached? Let's face it. Diddy's case has peeled back the curtain on a justice system that doesn't treat everyone equally. His legal team claims the evidence against him is shaky at best, yet he's been denied bail because the judge is concerned he might flee. But think about it. Diddy has roots here. His businesses, his family, his entire life is built in this country. If he can't secure his release, what does that say about the justice system's fairness toward the rest of us? And here's where it gets even more chilling. This isn't just about Diddy. This is about a system that seems eager to make an example of him. A system that wants to prove that no one is too powerful to fall. But in doing so, are they proving something else? Are they showing that money and influence don't protect you from a flawed justice system that's more concerned with making headlines than ensuring fairness? Now, imagine being in Diddy's shoes, a man who once ruled the music world, built empires, and touched lives with his influence. Now locked away, his freedom stripped from him. He's not just fighting for his life in the courtroom, he's battling against public opinion, a biased media, and a legal system that seems stacked against him. But this story is bigger than Diddy. What if this was you? What if you were denied bail, your entire life crumbling around you, your family, your career, your legacy, all slipping through your fingers because the system decided you were guilty before you had a chance to prove otherwise? We've all heard the stories before. Public figures who are convicted in the media long before they ever set foot in a courtroom. The headlines paint Diddy as guilty, and many people believe it, even though the trial hasn't begun. How often are we, as a society, allowing the court of public opinion to overshadow the real justice system? And worse, how often are we satisfied with that? But what happens if Diddy is wrongfully convicted? The media already has him pegged as guilty, but we don't know the full story yet. If Diddy, with all his resources, can't get a fair shot, what does that mean for everyone else? Let's face it, the media plays a huge role in shaping our perception of guilt and innocence. And when high-profile figures like Diddy are at the center of a case, the narrative often shifts before all the facts are presented. But should we allow that? Are we letting media-driven assumptions influence our justice system? If so, we're facing a much bigger issue than just Diddy's case. This brings us to the heart of the matter. Diddy isn't just a music mogul. He's a father, a businessman, a human being. He's facing life-changing accusations, and the emotional and psychological toll can't be understated. Imagine being locked away, cut off from your loved ones while the world watches and judges. Now imagine how this same system treats everyday people. People who don't have Diddy's resources. If Diddy can't buy his freedom, what hope do they have? The bail system is supposed to ensure that people return for trial, but in cases like Diddy's, it's being used as a weapon, a tool that punishes even before a verdict is given. And if the system can treat someone like Diddy this way, what does that say about how it treats the thousands of others caught in its web? Before you go, consider this. If Diddy, with all his power, can be denied bail, how many lives are quietly being shattered by a system that doesn't prioritize justice over punishment? If this case has made you rethink the justice system, stay tuned for my next video. P. Diddy arrested, and the charges are crazy. Will he get life in prison? We'll take a deeper dive into how media narratives shape public perception in high-profile cases, and trust me, you don't want to miss it. And don't forget to subscribe. Share this video with your friends, your family, and anyone who cares about justice. Together, we can start a conversation that questions the fairness of the systems meant to protect us.